Hey everybody, Phil Crute here, Comedy Cigars and Music, and today's cigar review is the Emilio Cigars La Musa limited edition. Off the foot and wrapper, I'm getting some hay, barnyard, milk chocolate, spice, and a little bit of sweet earth. Okay, so right off the bat with this cigar here, okay, on the finish, sorry that just hit me. On the finish in the retrohale, there is this really distinguishable maple syrup. That's really good. And now on the finish, it's like a popcorn too. Nice. Wow, that's a good start. Flavor-wise, what'd I get in flavors? Man, that's good. Flavor-wise, little hint of sweetness in there. Almost maybe like a caramel sweetness. Slight bit of oakiness in there. Sorry, that finish in retrohale is distracting me a little bit. It's just really good. Right off the bat of the cigar too. A little bit of smokiness in the flavors, but not an unpleasant smokiness. Now the aroma of the cigar is distracting me. Really good aroma too. Burn line's already looking awesome. All right, I'm gonna keep smoking this down. I'm interested to see where this goes. And hopefully I don't keep getting distracted by the finish in the retrohale or the leaf blower over there. All right, we are well into the first third here. This cigar is actually doing really well. I say actually, I don't mean that in a bad way. That was a word that came to mind, I don't know. Anyway, it's doing well. Flavor-wise, black pepper spice, earth, and sweetness is the big thing here. It started out with that kind of maple syrup sweetness I got in the retrohale and finish right out of the beginning. And that's kind of gone through a little bit through the first third. Then that kind of transitioned into this combination between like a maple syrup and a caramel, and now it's just a caramel sweetness. So black pepper spice, earth, and that caramel sweetness now rounding off the first third here. On the retrohale, a little bit of earth and sweetness there, and then on the finish, it's kind of gone through a maple syrup, earth, and now a leather's kind of coming in, but there's still that sweetness. So that leather kind of is right at the beginning of the finish, and then it smooths out into this nice sweetness. It's been good. The burn line has been really good. This cigar has a Nicaraguan wrapper, binder, and filler, and this is actually a limited edition, like I said at the intro there, and this is the first release of the La Musa from Emilio Cigars since Emilio Cigars and Black Label Trading Company merged in January 2019. And it's pretty good. And now there's a feels like there's kind of a oil slash creaminess kind of lingering on the finish there now too. Black pepper spice really kicking it on that pull. So now for a little bit of advice from your friendly cigar smoking cop. Never let a dillweed you don't know borrow your car. A good number of car thefts I get start something a little bit like this.
You see now, officer, I let this friend of a friend borrow my car. Now I don't know much about him, but I do know his name is Bulldog. Well, no, I don't know his real name. I just know everyone calls him Bulldog. You see, he said he'd have the car back by supper time, but he never showed up. And I trusted my friend of a friend, because they said Bulldog was just all right. And now it's mid-afternoon, the day after he was supposed to bring it back at supper time, and Bulldog and my car ain't nowhere to be found. Well, no, like I said, I don't know his real name, and I'm guessing Bulldog ain't his real name. Hold on a second. Junie! Junie! That's another one of my friends I'm letting just stay at my house. Hey! Yeah, do you know Bulldog's real name? Oh. Hey, she don't know his real name either, just as everyone calls him Bulldog. And now here's a crazy thing, officer. I've been trying to call and text him, and he was returning all my calls and texts before I let him borrow the car. But since he left with my car, Bulldog ain't returned one phone call nor one text. Now I do know he might have been with a lady friend, and her name's Sparkles. I don't know if that'll be any help to you, but so if you run into Sparkles, you might be able to find Bulldog. And my car. Hey! Quiet! I'm talking to the police.
So that's why you don't let dillweeds you don't know borrow your car. Just a little friendly police officer advice there. All right, we round out the second third here. Flavor-wise, black pepper spice, earth, some nice sweet bread, and also that sweetness has made a comeback. It kind of started out as a general sweetness, but that's turned back into a caramel sweetness. Awesome flavors there. The retrohale has been an earth and just kind of a general sweetness, and then on the finish, a sweetness and a sweet leather, if that makes any sense. So the best way I can think to describe that is, let's see, you put like some sugar on your tongue and you lick a very smooth belt, because everybody's done that. So let's not pretend that you don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody's done that. Everybody. I'm serious. Oh yeah, sorry. I was going to start into something else, but the burn has remained excellent. So that burn line is killer. Killer burn line there. This has just been another one of those smokes that is just super smooth. No harshness at all. The draw has been awesome. The smoke output has actually gotten, it was pretty good to begin with, but it's actually gotten better in this second third. So I'm happy. So anyway, what I was going to go into before I got refascinated with the burn line again, you seriously would not believe how many people let pretty much complete strangers borrow vehicles, have access to their home all the time, let them borrow money. I mean, come on, people, it's like 2020s. You gotta know who you can trust. You gotta know. Not everybody is our little friend. So don't forget that. Look at the birdies. Look at the birdies flying around on it. Great sunny days. Went to move something on this table, and a spider jumped out. I'm not afraid of spiders, but he went under the table, so I was a little concerned that he might try to bite my foot at some point, but he hasn't yet. So if he does, I really hope that I get to become Spider-Man. That'd be awesome. By the way, how many more remakes of Spider-Man do you think they're going to make? What are we at, like the third, fourth, fifth? I don't know. I kind of hope they do like 20 different Spider-Mans, I don't know. Maybe they ought to just make a movie with all of them together, just throwing webs around. Don't be perverted about that. Ah, the ash fell off. When the ash has been falling off, it's just been falling off in solid clumps. So that's been good. I'll clean that up. Don't worry, I'm not gonna just leave that on the table. Leave that on the table, let the birds get it. Who cares? Sometimes when I'm recording and then later editing these reviews, I wonder if anybody that stumbles onto them on YouTube, oh, there's a little pretzel in there, like a nice big pretzel, nice. I wonder if there's anybody that ever stumbles onto these and is like,
he doesn't understand that cigars are a serious nature, and he shouldn't be having so much fun while he's smoking it. He should be sitting there, he should be taking in the nuances, he should be spitting that back out to us, super serious, super straight, just giving us the facts. He's thrown in all these little fillers that he probably thinks are funny, and they are not funny.
But you know what? The more I am enjoying a cigar, the funner I'm having. And that's not to say if I've done like reviews that you're watching, you're like, that's boring, he's not doing anything that's even halfway comedic. Maybe I was just distracted that day, or I don't know. Maybe the cigar wasn't that great. No, I'm just joking, just joking. I don't want to get anybody mad and go back and watch some reviews and be like, he wasn't really ad-libbing anything in this cigar review. I don't think he liked it. And I haven't liked every cigar I've had. I mean, I don't think anybody has. If you've liked every cigar you have, that is impressive. Heck, I haven't even liked every ice cream I've had. I definitely haven't liked every frosting I've had. If there's one thing I'm aficionado, I'm not a cigar aficionado, so I'm not going to sit here and claim to be that. I'm definitely a frosting aficionado, though. Yeah, there are definitely some frostings out there that they ain't frosting people. I don't want to cause a war here, a frosting war, but whipped cream being used as frosting, that ain't frosting. That's not frosting. And I will take that to the grave with me. I will die on that hill, the frosting hill, the whipped cream frosting hill. I'll die on it. By the way, for the people that have subscribed, or just people that watch my videos, I appreciate it. If you're watching my videos and not subscribing, no problem, man. I get it. I get it. My style's just not your thing, and I understand. I understand. Or maybe you just think I'm a dillweed. I don't know. I wonder what the comeback is to dillweed. Like, quiet down, dillweed. How do you come back from that? How do you come back? Wait, you're a dillweed. Call me a dillweed. All right, so we are finishing out the cigar here. Flavor-wise, earth and marshmallow, flavor-wise. And if it's not marshmallow, it's just like a general sweetness. But marshmallow coming through a lot. On the retrohale, a nice sweetness, that marshmallow going through the retrohale with some earth there. On the finish, getting some leather and sugary sweetness. And when I say sugary sweetness, I mean sugary sweetness. There were times in the finish where I can taste the sugar, like right there, on my lips, on my teeth. Really good. This cigar never really got overly spicy. In fact, I didn't really have much spice at all, which I'm just putting that in there, not a big deal. Man, this cigar has just been super smooth. I was gonna say something. Oh, burn. I did have one burn touch up in the final third, nothing major. So flavors were good. So that one little burn touch up I had in the final third, I'm gonna forget about it. Sweet. Smoke time for this cigar came out to 1 hour and 32 minutos. An hour and 32 minutes. Guys, as always, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, have enjoyed this review, have enjoyed other videos, other reviews, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions, comments, please leave them below. I'm starting to get in more comments. I love it. Love conversing back and forth. Awesome. Until next time, guys, be cool to each other. Do not let a dillweed borrow your car or money or your house or dog, cat, tennis shoes, pants. We have actually had people that say, oh, those pants aren't mine, I'm borrowing them from a buddy. Who does that? I don't borrow them. Anyway, be cool to each other, and I will see you soon.